Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Thomas Brush. I make indie games for a living. Sorry, we had to restart the stream here. So today's going to be really fun. We're going to jump inside of Unity. We're going to look at a beautiful lighthouse that was created by Felipe. And I apologize if I'm showing this to some of you who were in my previous stream, but we restarted the stream, so we're going to take a look at this lighthouse. I did want to let all of you know that today is the last day. Today is the very last day for the full-time game dev 50% off sale that is only for these private live streams, okay? It's a private sale for the live streams, right? So the live streams this week, if you're part of the live streams, there are 5 codes available to you every single day. Every day they sell out, so today is the last day, and there are just 5 codes available. And I just want to say welcome to the new students who joined this week. It's really awesome to have you join the program. So really quick, if you don't mind, I'm going to tell you about this for about 30-40 seconds here, and then we'll jump inside of Unity. So this program is 30 hours long, 30 plus hours long. There's more than 30 hours. And I'm always adding content, and it's got incredible reviews from 3,000 plus students across the world. So we're just really lucky to have a community that loves the program. They love the program because, I mean, it works. There's actually a student right now named Chris, and Chris and I talked the other day. Chris has raised over $130,000 on Kickstarter. At the time of posting this screenshot on the website, he had raised $100,000. Now it's at $130,000, and that's because Chris utilized the system that I've put in place. He's using a lot of the tactics that I've used on my Kickstarter campaigns. So what I teach in the program is how to get 6 figures in funding from Kickstarter, how to get 6 figures in funding from publishers, and doing it before you even finish your game. I know that sounds crazy, and it's not a promise. I can't promise anything. I can just tell you what I've done and what works for people like Chris. You can secure funding before you finish your game, and I'm going to do that with Father. And also, I just teach how to sell games, how to hit the Steam front page, how to sell games and market yourself and market to press and YouTubers. On top of all of that, you're going to learn C#, 2D, and 3D game development. So really, you're going to learn everything I've learned. So if you're interested in joining the program, all you got to do is click below, click enroll now, and use that promo code below. All right, guys, let's jump inside of Unity and get started. Again, I apologize to those of you who are on my previous stream. We just had to restart it. So let's go ahead and get started here. By the way, guys, feel free to download my free 2D game kit below. It's totally free. It's my treat to you. I used this exact 2D game kit to make a game for PewDiePie in 14 days, and then I got to play it in front of his subscribers, which was really awesome. So download that. Use it however you want. It's my treat to you. Yeah. Okay. Alrighty then. Let's jump inside of Unity. And we're going to look at this lighthouse. For those of you who saw this lighthouse in the previous stream, again, I apologize. We're going to take a look at it really quick for the new viewers here. All right, so this was created by Felipe. Felipe has done an incredible job working on this lighthouse, and we've gone through several iterations, actually. So I'm really happy. But my team consists of Felipe, who's doing the 3D modeling, Adam, who's doing the level design, Gordon is an intern. We've got Hector, who's community manager, but he's also doing sound. And then me, who's art direction and story, and also just development stuff. AJ put together the code base for the game, and then I sort of tweak it. So let's really quick take a look at this lighthouse and talk about how going really high in your game actually might cause problems, okay? So currently, we're pretty high up here. We're on a big cliff. And you can see here that it's pretty smooth. Like, you can't see any edges for the terrain or anything like that. And that's because the fog is doing us a lot of favors. Let's pause this and tweak the fog. If I tweak the fog, watch what happens. So if our fog was like this, or even worse, we had no fog, this is what you would really see, okay? So ambient fog is really your best friend. It changes everything, okay? And so what I want to do is climb up this lighthouse and take a look at what it would look like if we didn't have fog. I think that's really important. I want to show you guys that because me and Felipe were talking about this. He was like, how are we going to solve this problem? Because we were getting to the top of the lighthouse and we were like seeing so many problems. I got to fix these ladders. They're a little glitchy. And also I'm probably going to just remove all these boxes because they're kind of in the way, and I don't think it's something I want the player to feel. I don't want the player to feel claustrophobic in this lighthouse. I want them to feel like this is their one free moment in the game. So I might remove those boxes. But Felipe and I were talking, and we were thinking, how do we like get the, when you're up really, really high, how do you avoid seeing the edges of the world you've created? So let's remove the glass here, and I'll just show you what happens. So if we didn't have any glass at all, which to be honest, I might actually just bring down the opacity. Let's see here. Is it emission? Okay, it's set to emission. If I drop that down, yeah, that's interesting. Look, if we, oh, cool. That's sweet. I really want it to look like that. Anyway, I'm getting sidetracked here. So I just want to show you really quick. This is what the world looks like with no fog. Like, this is a huge problem. And Felipe and I were thinking, wow, like, what are we supposed to do? And the answer is just make sure the horizon line here matches the global fog. So let's turn on our fog and make sure it's matched, right? So let's actually just go back in time. Now it's matched, okay? And let's remove the glass again. And so this is what it looks like now when you get to the top, okay? So it's just foggy. Now, ideally, you know, you'd be able to see down below, but I don't want to deal with that. So you get to the top here, maybe there's a key or something, but at the very least, we've got a really clean looking horizon. There's nothing crazy at the bottom, so it's just super foggy. So that is the lighthouse. The next thing I want to do is jump into the well system. So I'm going to turn off the lights. There is a well system down here. You can go down the well, and inside the well, we have a trigger, okay? And this, what we're trying to accomplish here is we're trying to get it so that the player, when they enter the well area, the sewer, basically the sound changes. The ambient sound changes. The problem is currently the way we've got it set up, if the player enters the well or the sewer, it changes the ambient sound, but when they go out of the sewer, it doesn't change back. Okay, so we need to create an Ontrigger exit script that swaps it back. Okay, so let's go to our trigger first. It's called looping sound trigger. And what you can do is we're going to make this thing huge. Okay, and I hope this doesn't interfere with other triggers. That's the real test. So we're gonna hope that it doesn't interfere with other triggers and cause problems. But the theory is you can make it really big, okay, like this. Scale it up. And the moment that the player exits the trigger zone, it's going to swap back to the original. Let's turn on wireframe mode. It's going to swap back to, wow, there's so much going on, but that's kind of cool. The moment they exit the trigger zone, guys, they're going to go back to the original sound. And it's going to be as simple as just storing a temporary audio clip in this trigger zone. So let's enter the script here. JJ Dev says, I think his team is watching the stream. I think my team sometimes shows up, and you can usually see them because they're all mods. I don't think Felipe is a mod. I don't think I've had the time to do it. Levent from Hungary, how are you, buddy? Welcome, welcome. Okay, so we've got this looping sound trigger. So on trigger enter, it changes the sound, okay? What we're gonna do is on trigger exit, it's gonna swap it right back to what it was, okay? So we need a temporary stored value. So it's gonna be, it really doesn't need to be public. So it's gonna be a private audio clip, and it's gonna be orig ambient, orig audio clip, okay? That's it. And so you set it here, you go orig audio, orig audio clip equals looping sound audio source dot clip. Okay, So basically what it's doing is it's pulling the value from the ambient sound that's currently playing, and that's in a game object called ambience. It's pulling the clip, it's storing it, and saying this is the original value, so that when we do change it and we want to change it back, we just pull from that value. That's all we're going to do here. So on trigger exit, once we exit that trigger zone, all we got to do here is this right here, which is looping sound audio source dot stop. I'm going to create a function out of this. I'm going to say private void, and it's going to be set audio clip, and we're going to have a clip, audio clip, and it's going to just say clip. It's going to be I'm going to have to say this audio clip. I know that's an ugly variable name, but whatever. And then we just put this here, looping sound audio source dot stop, looping sound audio source dot clip equals this audio clip. Then what we do is we pass through audio clip into this. So set audio clip, pass through audio clip. That's it. Okay. So set audio clip, we're going to use that. That's on trigger exit. That's actually going to be a ridge audio clip. Okay. And we're going to put this here as well. If audio reverb zone dot reverb preset equals reverb preset. So let's worry about the reverb preset being reset in just a minute. What I want to do is finish up just the clips here. So we're on trigger exit, it's getting set to the original audio clip. On trigger enter, it's getting set to the audio clip we want it to change to, which would be, that the well dripping water sounds. Okay, so audio clip, there we go. And let's see here, what else do we need to do? Yes, I think on start, I want a ridge audio clip to equal whatever the looping sound audio clip is. So on start, that's what it's gonna be, and it's gonna maintain that. Okay. Set audio clip, good. I would say set audio setting. I'm just going to use really bad language here. Set audio clip and reverb. I think that's fine. Or we could say set audio variables. I think that's fine. Set audio variables. That sounds like a better function. You always want your functions to be pretty descriptive. That's my opinion. And your variables should be pretty descriptive too, so that you don't have to use comments all the time. And a comment would be set the audio and reverb, right? It's like, well, do you really need that? I don't think so. So I think we're pretty good here. All right, guys. What's next? Yes, let's set the audio reverb zone. If the audio, and so what we need to do is we need to have original audio reverb preset as well. Okay. So we're gonna paste this here, and all we're gonna say is a ridge audio reverb preset. And we're going to say, what is it? A ridge reverb preset equals looping sound dot reverb preset, which is, no. Yes. Audio reverb zone dot, wait, what am I doing? Dot reverb preset. So whatever its reverb preset is, it's going to be stored in this variable, a ridge reverb preset. Those are stored at start. So they're never going to change after start. And so now what we can do is we can put those values in back once we exit. Okay. So this actually doesn't need to be here anymore. And all we're doing is doing it right here. And look, all we got to do is comma, and then we add a reverb zone preset. Wait, audio reverb zone preset. There it is. Okay. And we're going to call it this audio reverb preset. And this is going to be null by default. Okay, so if we do pass through something, so if audio reverb zone exists and this audio reverb preset exists, then pass through that. That should do it. Why is that a problem? A value type of null cannot be used as a default parameter because there are no standard. Oh, come on. Let's do it like this. Audio reverb preset dot. By default, it's going to be something stupid. Underwater. I guess. If it does, and this does not equal, well, no. Let me think here. I'm not going to do this just for now. There's not going to be a default value. Okay. If audio reverb zone exists, then what we're going to do is set up the original to be whatever this is. Okay. So when we go enter it, we need to do the new reverb preset, which is going to be reverb preset. So it's going to pass through the new reverb preset. Good. But when we exit, it needs to go back to the orig reverb preset. Jabby, are you okay? Jabby, come. Jabby. Sorry, he's having a nightmare. Orig reverb preset. Pass that through. Good. I think the reverb preset by default. Ah, crap. Let's see here. Let's try this. Man, that sucks. I'm trying to think here. Because if we don't want to change the reverb preset, what do? Here's what we do. If reverb preset is null, surely we can do that, right? If reverb preset is nothing, then we're going to set it to the original preverb. That's all we got to do. Reverb preset equals orig reverb preset. Can I really not do null? I mean, my goodness. Why? That's very frustrating. The result of the expression is always true, since a value of type audio reverb preset is never equal to null. So then what do you do? What do you do? So if the audio reverb zone equals null, we need to set it to the original value so that we're not going to make any changes. Let's see here. Let's go into Unity and take a look at this reverb preset thing. What's it going to be by default? That's the question. We need a default value. Off. There it is. No. Generic. No, but it's not going to be off. It's reverb preset. Here's what we need to do. Unfortunately, we need a Boolean, okay? Unfortunately, we need a Boolean. It's going to be public change reverb preset equals false. Unfortunately, we just need that. And then all we got to do here is if change reverb preset. Really, all we need to do is this. Public bool. Come on. Why are you errored? There we go. Then you do this. If audio reverb zone exists, wait a second. We don't need that. We don't need that. Thomas, you're so dumb. You don't need this. Really, all you got to do is you got to say, okay, look, if we've specified that there is a reverb zone and we put it into the drop, we drag it into the inspector, then yeah, sure, change the reverb zone. But otherwise, don't worry about it. That's all we got to do. So I think we're good, guys. I think everything's ready to go. Let's make sure the player is moved to the proper position and we can test it out. Okay. Turn off the wireframe. And there's our beautiful, beautiful trigger. Let's go to the well, which is, I believe it's right here. There it is. And I'm going to place my character controller right on top of the well. Controller, game object, align with view. Make sure you zero out the rotation. You don't want the rotation to be the same as the scene camera, so that the player drops right down. There we are. Okay, let's enter the well. Okay, let's turn on the sound. Okay, make sure you guys can hear for me. Kill that MFer. And I'm going to turn up the sound for you guys, and we're going to take a look here. Let's go. So far, so good. Crap. I believe there's some spiders following me. There really shouldn't be. I love the reverb zone though, it sounds great. Hey! Okay, let's exit. Okay, we need to, something's wrong. Let's figure out how many spiders are following us. Something's really, really wrong. Because the music is still playing. That sucks. I think it's because, I think I know why. We're going to try it again. I think I know why. It's because the stupid spider is stuck up here. So this one, there was like 2 up here that were following me. And then it caused the music to keep playing. So we're going to need to create a variable that determines how far away the player is from, yep, there he is. So he's coming. There he is. Okay, let's try it again. I'm going to fix that. That's something we need to add to our list. Basically, if a spider is following you at the top of this well, he will continue to follow you forever. And what I think we need to do is we need to say, look, if you're like 5 meters away from an enemy, he's no longer following you, and the music will go back to normal. Ready, guys? Here we go. Really, that transition wasn't obnoxious because there's no fade. But I don't think we need a fade. It feels so good down here. That's definitely what she said. It feels really good down here, though. I love it. Whoa! What the f— Alright, let's see if it changes the ambience. Okay, it didn't. Let's take a look. Usually an explanation, guys. Okay, looping sound trigger. Take a look here. So there it is. The question is, let's go to the character controller here, see where he is. Are we out of the, I'm in isometric mode, that's why, okay. Are we out of the trigger zone? That's the question. Let's type it in, looping sound trigger. Looks like we might not be, I don't know. Oh yeah, it looks like we're not. That's not good. Let's pull it down. Try it again. Well, let's turn it off. There it is. Turn it off. Okay, it's still going for some reason. Let's take a look at our script and see what's going on here. I'm going to actually serialize these variables here so we can actually see them in the inspector. Serialize field. And we're just going to take a look at what the original values are, because those should be correct. Okay, good. If looping, there we go. If looping sound audio source.clip does not equal audio clip. That's what's going on. Okay. let's delete that. I think what we need to do is, yep, there we go. So there you go. So what we can do here is we can say if looping sound.audiosource.clip does not equal original audio clip, swap it back. Okay, that's the problem. But what I also want to do is make sure that collider is shrunk. And so oftentimes, guys, when you're confused in 3D and you're like, you can't figure out if the size of something's right, make sure you're in isometric mode, and then you can actually see, oh, there's the top of the well here. Or yeah, so you just pull down until you get to about right here, and then it'll swap to the proper sound. Okay, let's hit play here. Very good. And try one more time. Where's those spiders? Oh, shoot. You scared me. Let's go. Come on. Send me another one. Sweet. All right, let's find our way out really quick. Ooh, rockets. Thank you. Let's see here. By the way, guys, we're not going to have this rifle on this level, so it's not going to be this easy to kill spiders. What's over here? Get over here. Oh, shoot. Oh, no. Okay, there we go. I love how it feels. It just feels great. The sounds. The splashing feet doesn't bother me like it did yesterday. I think it's because we have more reverb. Okay, let's give it a shot. So hopefully after we exit this well, that ambience is going to go away and it's going to go back to normal. Good. Awesome. Okay. The reverb zone did not go back to normal though, so we need to take a look at that. So for some reason the reverb zone did not. Let's see here. For some reason it didn't go back. Did we get an error? Let's take a look. Got a ton of weird texture data issues. For some reason the audio reverb did not go back. Well, let's take a look at the values here. Original audio clip. Orig reverb preset is set to user. I think that is true. Correct, yes. But for some reason... Huh. I wonder why. Let's see what it is actually set at currently. So let's go to the audio reverb zone and take a look. It's set to user. Okay. But for some reason it's not correct. That's so strange. Yeah, I don't know why. That is not good. That's not good at all. So here's what we're going to do. I think we need to make sure the preset is something normal, okay? So the audio reverb zone, from what I can gather, the user preferences don't save. So it's getting set back to something it doesn't understand. So what we need to do is we need to set it to something like forest, okay? Let's hit play and see how forest sounds. I don't like it. You can hear a reflection. Yeah, I don't like that. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but there's like a reflection of when you shoot. It's stupid. I don't like it. We try plain. Okay, let's listen. How do we like this audio reverb zone? Kind of like that. It's very empty, which is fine. All right, let's go down. Oh. Let's race through. So far, so good, guys. Sorry, it's so loud. I'm sorry, guys. I didn't realize it. Okay, let's take a look. It's back to... Wait. That's so weird. Listen. Do you hear that reflection? Mother... That's not... Oh, it got set back to forest. Ah, because it was remembering forest from the very beginning. That's fine. So let's set it back to plain. And guys, we're good to go. That's what we want to do. So those are great. Everything works. What I want to do, just to not get confused, is I want to go to Edenfell, which is the next level. And I want to just make sure I'm setting... I don't want to use user settings anymore for reverb zones because they don't save. They don't save by, like, as a default value, they don't save. Before we jump into Edenfell, I do want to do one more thing and let you guys know for just the next 30 seconds here that this video is sponsored by Full-Time Game Dev, which is my program. So if you guys are interested in joining this 30-hour program, be sure to check it out below. There are probably about 3 codes left. I know we sold one at the beginning here, but I think there might be 3 codes left. So if you want to get 50% off and join the program, click below. You're going to learn everything I've learned in the last decade of making indie games. That includes securing funding from publishers, from Kickstarter, also making games with C#, Unity, 2D games, 3D games. I can't make any promises, but I can just tell you how I secured funding and went full-time before I even finished my game. And you're also going to join a private Discord server with over 3,000 students. The program has great reviews, and the best part is, if it's not for you, 30-day money-back guarantee. By the way, if you're in the program, feel free to say hello in the chat, and I'll say hi to you. But anyway, guys, thanks for listening to this. It always means a lot that you're willing to listen to my ad reads because it supports my channel. It's what allows me to pay for this game. That and game sales is kind of 50-50 for my previous games. So it means a lot to me, guys. Thank you so much. Now, obviously, it supports my channel, but it also supports those of you who join the program because it is an investment in your future. So anyway, let's jump back into Edenfell. And Edenfell is my interior level, and Felipe did such a good job on this level. My goodness, he worked so hard. Like, look how massive this place is. So he put together this huge interior level. Now, the reason we're in this level is because I don't want to forget to change my audio reverb zone, okay? Now, this audio reverb zone is going to be specific to this level. So it's not going to be user. Let's make it something like a church. We could do like a concert hall maybe. Sounds a little big. Something pretty generic here. Maybe like a hallway. Let's try hallway. Okay, so I just fell into oblivion. So we don't want that. So let's put the character right here. So I'm going to type in controller. Again, guys, this is my method of spawning the character in certain places. I select my controller, then I go to game object, align with view, zero out his position, and then he'll fall directly from this position. How much time did it take Felipe to make this? What the F? Son of a... I need to talk to Gordon, because Gordon knows how to spawn us in the right spot. I should spawn right there. How do I clear save data again? Gordon, are you here? Gordon. Yes, you're here. Thank God. How do I clear save data so that I spawn in the right spot? Gordon's my intern. He's doing the spawning system. I changed the rotation, not the position. Good. I should change the rotation. Clear saves where? Tools? Oh, you did this, didn't you, buddy? You made this. Or was this AJ? Did you make this, Gordon? Clear all saves. Cleared saves. Thank you, Gordon. So now I should spawn right here. That's the theory. Yes. Can we give a round of applause to Gordon? Gordon is doing an incredible job. Very, very helpful. And also, Felipe, what's going on here? Why did that? What's that texture? I guess that's okay. It just looks a little different. Okay, so let's listen to our post-processing isn't here for some reason. Every time it's like I'm telling you guys, it's like entropy or whatever. It's everything dissolves into chaos without even touching it. So where's my post-processing effects? So post-processing volume, it doesn't exist. What in the world? Son of a bee. Let's go to our level startup prefab here and just put that in really quick. So I believe new post-processing profile URP. What? Okay, Sodom's Hollow. Why? There it is. Okay. There it is. Sodom's Hollow profile. I mean, that's fine. It's just not going to look great on this. Where did it go? It's really dark. So that's it looks good though. So what I'm going to do is, I shouldn't be working on this right now, but it's fine. Let's go to Sodom's Hollow here. That's profile 1. I'm going to duplicate this, and I'm going to create one called Edenfell profile. For some reason, we don't have an Edenfell profile. I don't know where it went. It's probably my fault. I know it's my fault. It always is. Edenfell volume profile. So basically, it's duplicated here. Then what we do is we go back to the post-processing profile in the level startup. We're going to put that in there, and then we can tweak it at runtime, and it will it'll save itself. Where did you effing go? Oh, there it is. Sorry. Let's hit play here. Okay. So to get the profile looking the way we want, the first thing we want to do, hey, by the way, I don't think we have any baked lighting. No, we do. Okay, the lighting is baked. So one of the problems is the color adjustments. I believe it's the contrast is the problem. Yep. Contrast is the problem. So we're going to turn off the contrast and the color adjustments as a whole. The post exposure, I'm not going to turn that up. I always feel weird bringing exposure up or down. It's like the lighting should look good. You shouldn't lean on post-processing for that. Shadows, midtones, and highlights. Yes, okay. Fine, keeping that. What about vignette? Yes, okay, it's the vignette. That's the problem. I don't want a vignette for the interior level, oddly enough. I know that sounds weird. So let's hit play again and take a look. Now, obviously, that's not supposed to be there. I mean, that is supposed to be there. I think that's a checkpoint. It's so dark. And where did my weapon go? It's very dark. Oh, that's a checkpoint, so it's causing my gun to go away for some reason. I don't know why that's happening. It's very weird. I'm going to pretend it didn't happen, of course. I shouldn't be working on this level right now. Why is the lighting so dark? It's really dark. Is it the bloom? Let's turn off the post-processing effects entirely and see what's going on. If we turn them off, I think what I'll probably do is just increase it, the entire directional light, and then rebake it. But overall, like, it's fine. I think the bloom is a little high too for this level. But it's fine. So what was the goal? The reason we went here is to change that ambient, the reverb zone. So it's set to hallway. Sounds good. All right, let's go back to Eden, our Sodom's Hollow, and continue working on that. That's the wrong one. Okay. All right, so we got the audio reverb zone set up properly. We've got the ambient sound changing properly. I would probably like to be able to change the exploration music to something quiet. Do we really want to work on this? You know, that's the question. I'm not so sure. Let's go for it. So let's create a new variable here. So basically what we want to do here is be able to change the music as well. Okay. So if we go to our music prefab here, there's 3 layers of music. The only one we want to change when we enter a new zone, let's say we enter, like, for example, the cliffs. Instead of the music being the standard exploring music, what if I want it to just turn into a lulling, like, ambient? We can do that here. So we have this layered music script here. And I think what I want to do... I want to reference this script is what I want to do. And there's an audio source attached to this. Is it public? It's not public. We want it to be public so that we can access it. We want to know what audio source this is, okay? Then let's go to our looping sound trigger. And we're going to write, it's going to be public, it's fine. And then we're going to say, you know what? Let's do this. We're going to create some headers here because I'm getting a little lost. Headers are helpful when you feel lost. So we're going to copy this header here because I don't know how to write headers. And we're going to say headers, and this is going to be called, this is for ambience. Okay. There we go. Looping sound is a public script, which is associated with, okay, good. It's whatever. We don't need headers. We're fine. Okay, let's type in public audio. This is gonna be layered music, and it's gonna be our layered. We're just gonna call it layered music. Okay. So what we can do here is say, let's say we go into Ontrigger enter. I'm just gonna do it below here for now, and then we'll do it in different, and then we'll put it in this function if we know exactly, because I don't even know what I'm gonna do here. We also need a new value called public audio clip, and this is going to be called layered music. I'm going to write new clip. I know that's weird, but that's intuitively makes sense to me. So this is going to be the clip that swaps into the new one. But we're also going to create a new variable, public audio clip, and it's going to be called layered music orig clip. Okay, then we're going to say, well, let's use the right syntax here. Orig layered music clip. Okay, then we're going to say orig layered music clip equals layered music dot audio source dot clip. Okay, so now we know what the original value is, so we can swap back to it when we exit the trigger zone. right here we're going to say okay. We need to change some variable names here. This looping sound, we need to change the name. This is going to be called ambient sound new clip. Or how about this? Ambience new clip. Okay. No, this is going to be ambience looping sound. What that is. So let's rename that. Okay. So this is ambience. So we're going to have the ability to control the ambience and also the music. Okay. All right. So that's good. Make sure all these variables are intuitive, guys. You really want to make sure all your variables are intuitive. Public looping sound, ambience looping sound. Good, good, good. This isn't going to be called audio clip. This is going to be called ambience new clip. There we go. Bing, bong, bong. There we go. That sounds great. Now, orig audio clip needs to be called orig ambience clip. Okay? That's the value. That's actually what it is. So the reason why we're doing this, guys, is because originally the idea was this will just control ambience. And ambience is handled different than music. But now what we're doing is we're saying, well, actually this script should be able to control both. And so we're trying to sort of re-establish the different names of the variables so that there's music clips and then there's also ambience clips. If music and ambience were handled the same way and they were just audio sources, then we wouldn't need all these naming conventions. But they are handled very differently. Because the music has 3 layers. Okay, anyway, that should work fine. So now what we're going to do is we're going to create another sort of condition here. This is going to be music, okay? And we're going to say something like if layered music, that's not what it's called, layered. There we go. If layered music dot audio clip, audio source dot clip does not equal the new layered music clip, which is called layered music new clip. So if it doesn't equal it, then let's go ahead and set it. All right. And this needs to be set ambience variables. There we go. Okay. Set ambience variables. Okay. All right. And I'm fine having the reverb zone handled inside of the ambience variables. That's fine. It could be handled anywhere in this script, but that's fine. So for the music, it's a little bit different. So instead of using a function, we're actually just going to write what's happening here. And then we'll convert it to a function once we figure out what we're doing here. I know this is a little... It's not that it's complicated. It might be confusing because you guys aren't really thinking where my head is. So you don't know where I'm going here. And I'm not the best coder. If layered music.audiosource.clip does not equal layered music new clip, then we're going to say layered music.audiosource.clip equals, hey, the layered music, not delayed attribute. There we go, layered music new clip. That's the theory, right? So let's take a look. And also what we want to do is we also want to stop it. So just stop it, swap it, play it, bop it. Boom! There we go. So that's all we got to do here. So let's test it out. And also, we want to do this. If we want to say if ambience new clip even exists, right? Same is true with this. If the layered music clip doesn't exist, we don't want to do this crap. See what I'm doing here? Same is true down here. If Yep, that should be good. Yeah. Okay, I think that should work. Let's see here. I kind of just want to test it with the ambience again to make sure the ambience isn't screwed up. Okay, so let's hit play again and just make sure that our ambience changes aren't being ruined. Because again, we're trying to make it so that you can change the music, but I don't want the ambience, all the work we did for our ambience, to be wasted. So let's make sure the ambience does in fact change properly, that there's no real like null reference exceptions or anything like that. Oh crap. Okay. Okay, so it looks like it's not working for some reason. There it is. So we have a ridge ambience clip equals ambience IC. So what we need to do is we need to say if ambience looping sound exists, do that. If that should do it. So it looks like ambience looping sound doesn't exist. Okay, let's take a look here. Let's go to our trigger zone, take a look. So, you know, it's just natural for things to, once you start adding more functionality to a script, for it to sort of affect other things. Yeah, everything got reset, unfortunately. There's audio reverb zone, ambience looping sound. Let's go to our ambience. Drag that in there. Ambience new clip. That got reset. What in the world? Sewer. What? Ambience. Cave. Good. Okay. A ridge ambience clip. Those don't need to be serialized. I'm going to remove the serialized in just a sec. Layered music doesn't exist, so that's good. So let's take a look here. Let's hit play. Here we go. All right, let's just make sure it still works, guys. Sorry, we're gonna have to do this all over again. Good, it changed. Awesome. Okay, so the ambience still works. Next question is, will the music work? What I want to do is remove any serialized field for stuff we don't need. Serialized field basically shows the variable in the Unity inspector, even though it's private. So that's just used when you don't want to make something public for some reason. Hi, Thomas. I'm a student. Thank you. Daxel. Daxel's one of my students. Hi, Thomas. I'm a student. I got a problem. My player starts flying, going up every time I press play. I have changed any script or anything. I have no idea how to answer that question. I'm sorry. I don't know how to answer that question. Are you making a 2D game, 3D game? I have no idea how to fix that. I'm sorry. I have no idea. The Discord server, if you post your code on the Discord server, on the general, someone will probably answer you, at least by the end of the day, to try and help you out. I'm sorry to pass that off. I have no idea what your game is. But thank you for your question, seriously, and your support. It really means a lot. Yeah, I hope that the private Discord server is very helpful. So go ahead and check that out. Oh, wow. Loveface is here again. Gordon, can you ban Loveface if you're still here? Why do they all, man, I just love when they show up. Okay. So we don't need those serialized anymore. Let's save this out. Go back into Unity, and now what we need to do is, if we want to change layered music, we go, we really don't need this. Yes, we do. That's fine. We're gonna okay, whatever. Music, and then the new clip. Let's change it to some song like Sanctuary. I don't know. A rich layered music clip. We don't need that to be public either, so that's gonna be private. What? This we can remove. Okay, Harry. That should do it. That looks good. Mods can't ban people. Okay, whatever. I'll go in there really quick. How about I ban this weirdo? I'll ban him. Hide user on this channel. Yay! There we go. And thank you, whoever deleted the messages. That means a lot. Thank you, Gordon. All right, guys, let's take a look here. So the theory is, once I enter the well, different music should start playing. That's the theory. So let's take a look. Gotta kill these D spiders. Let's go. Sweet. Music changed. Awesome. This music is great. I love this song. Okay, so the functionality to reset it back to normal isn't there yet. It shouldn't be that complicated, though. I think that we're gonna now that we know what these variables should be, all we got to do is go to private or create a new script or function down here. Set music variables. What's the audio clip, Thomas? This audio clip, and that's about all we need in this function. Yes, that's all we need, Harry. Layered music. This is going to be this audio clip here. We're going to say this audio clip. And then now we just set layered music. Set music variables. Pass through that. And the reason we're creating a function there is because we need to use this on trigger exit as well. Okie dokie, artichokey, bing bong bang. Put this here, and we're good to go. I'm feeling great. I feel like we've done a lot of good work here today. This is going to be the original value, orig layered music clip, and then we say if layered music new clip exists. No, we don't need that. If layered music dot clip does not equal the original value, then set it to the original value. That'll do, donkey, because that is a shotgun. That's not a rifle. That's a shotgun. But that's a good question, and that you know what you probably brought up just now, Muhammad, is we probably need a new design for the shotgun. So we do have a new design for the shotgun, and that's coming probably in a month because we got to get this ready for a demo. All right, one final check, guys. And instead of running all over the place, I'm going to cheat a little bit here. Talk about a good use of ammunition. Okay, now let's go to our trigger zone, and just all we're gonna do is pull it down, because we know it works when we go into it. So let's pull it down and then just see what happens. Good. Good. I actually really like what Chris has done with the music, because what he usually, when he starts a song, it doesn't really fade in, it hits in. So it's like a I like that, because we don't need to have a fade functionality. We don't need to fade out the music and then fade in a new song. You can literally just hit into a new song. So pretty sweet. Very, very good work. Good work to my entire team. Felipe for his modeling, Gordon for his help with the code, Hector with the sound, Chris with the music, Thomas with the art direction. Good job, Thomas. All right, guys, today is the last day for this full-time game dev sale event that is for the streaming audience only. This is for you guys only. If you're interested in maybe one day doing what I do, which is making indie games from your home, from your bedroom, I can't make any promises, but I can tell you what I've done. I can tell you what I've done in the last decade. And guys, this isn't some scammy, stupid little course, because I get great reviews. We have great reviews, and we have a very active private Discord server. 3,000 students worldwide. So there are 5 coupon codes below for 50% off if you want to join. And again, here's why it's not scammy. If you don't like the course, you email me, and I won't even ask you a question. You could say, Thomas, I hate your guts, and that's why I want a refund. And I'll send you, I don't want your money if it doesn't work for you. If this program doesn't work for you, I don't want your money. So anyway, but I highly doubt that you're going to ask for a refund, because it seems to be working for people. So I'm going to teach you how to raise money with crowdfunding. 6 figures is what I've done before I even finished my games. I've done that multiple times. Although Neversong was like $96,000, so it was close. It was close. And by 96, I say 86 plus 10, because 10 was raised in the backer kit. But that's just me trying to be honest with you. The first one was over $100,000. Raising funding from publishers as well, how to do that, how to secure funding from publishers and partners, and then also just how to sell your game on Steam. I teach all of this. How to get the Steam front page. I teach all of this. And also, guys, you just learn how to make games. So you learn how to make 2D games, 3D games, learn C# coding, and Unity. There's plenty of workbooks. Yeah, it's cool, because one of my students here, he's currently in a Kickstarter campaign right now. This is Chris. He's raised over $100,000. It's like amazing. And it was I literally got a lump in my throat, because I was talking to my wife about it, because I was like, it's just so cool to see Chris say that he applied the principles I taught, and he raised $100,000. Actually, it's at $130,000 right now. So anyway, guys, thanks for listening to my ad reads, because it supports the channel, but more importantly, it does support those of you who do join the program. It's an investment in your future. All right, that's it, guys. This was so fun. I love hanging out with you guys. I hope that you have a good day and a good weekend. And prayers, obviously, guys, to those of you in Ukraine or near Ukraine. That's really, really tough. It's really hard. I love you guys very much. I will talk to you later. Cheers. Get over here. Get down. Hey, thanks for watching. By the way, if you haven't downloaded that free 2D game kit below, click below. It's my treat to you. I used this game kit to make a game for PewDiePie in 14 days, and I actually got to play it with him in front of his audience, which was really cool. This game kit is totally free. It's my treat to you, and you can use it however you want. You can make a commercial game and make $1 million off this game kit. I don't care. Or you could just use it for a hobby project. It's my treat to you. And by the way, if you haven't clicked like, that would mean a ton to me. Hit subscribe. And also, this is important, hit that notification bell. Here's why. If you get notified of when I'm live, you can watch me make my next game, and let me know in the chat what you think about the game or any ideas you have, and you might just show up. Your chat might just show up in the next video that I upload. All right, I'll talk to you later. Bye.